Donald Trump folding like a cheap suit on the China trade deal. You remember the big trade deal? Oh, we're gonna be great on trade, right? Donald Trump folding like a cheap suit, folded like you roll them up like a cheap rug, and you roll them up, and then you take him and you put him away. You hang him in the closet. Right? So what's going on? Trump to give China until 2025 to commit to a trade deal. So it's basically he's not going to. Can you say one-term president? He's capitulating on everything now. Trade, right? So what does it mean? Let's read it. Let's read it. See what it is, and then we'll talk about what it means. Trump to give China until 2025 to commit to the trade deal. With 4 minutes to go before the close of trading and stocks within spitting territory of red for the day, someone had to take control of price discovery. And with the FT's street creed already used up after its 90% done report last night, that's jargon, it was up to Bloomberg to preserve the trade talk optimism, which it did when it reported fresh details on the ongoing trade deal being finalized. And we use the term loosely, between China and U.S., which, quote, according to Bloomberg sources, would give Beijing until 2025 to meet commitments on commodity purchases and allow American companies to wholly own enterprises in the Asian nation. That was Trump's whole bitch from the beginning, right? They sell us stuff and it's cheap, and when we sell them something, they tax the shit out of it or whatever. They have a tariff on it, right? So it's again, this is more indication that the trade deficit is going to widen. People don't even know what a trade deficit is, but it's going to widen. It's already $1 trillion a year under Trump. It's going to widen even more. And what does it amount to? It amounts to less jobs. It amounts to exporting jobs to China. So Trump fails again. And here is where the deal gets downright farcical. According to the proposed agreement, and we use the term loosely, again they say it, China would commit by 2025 to buy more U.S. commodities, including soybeans and energy products, and allow 100% foreign ownership of U.S. companies operating in China, as a binding pledge that can trigger retaliation from the U.S. if left unfiltered, unfulfilled. So, 2025, right? Trump is running for re-election in 2020. If re-elected 2024, he's gone. So 2025, you think that, first of all, if he loses in 2020, this is a shit stain on the the memory of this China. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger. The next president will just throw it in the garbage, right? If he does win, and then lasts till 2024 as president, then by 2025, the next president, again, they're going to take this deal and throw it in the garbage. So there is no amazing deal with China coming down the pipe. It's a farce, right? But what's really going to happen is the billionaires are going to make more money. Why? Because the fear of a trade deficit, fear of trade tensions with, let me read it. In other words, any deal announced this week would be nothing more than a photo opportunity and could be completely toothless for the next 6 years. More importantly, as we noted earlier, the 5 years interval would allow stocks to alleviate each and every day for the next 5 years of the trade optimism, putting the S&P at 36,000 within grasp. So Trump he's capitulating on everything. He's capitulating on decreasing counterinsurgency wars. He's escalating that to satisfy the military-industrial complex. Now he's capitulating on trade to satisfy the fucking billionaires, the trade mongers, the manufacturers that take the jobs and work within China to make their shit to sell it back to us. What a dog. Other hilarious non-binding promises China has offered to implement by 2029 wouldn't be tied to U.S. retaliation, Bloomberg sources says. And now that a bogey for the 2025 target has been set, The talks are continuing in Washington, where Chinese Vice Premier Li He began planned meetings with U.S. trade representatives and Mnuchin, Steve Mnuchin. There he is, right? So the shit is off the table, man. You're not getting no trade deal with China, right? He said you're getting higher priced avocados because Trump's gonna close the Mexican border. I just bought like avocados in New York are usually $4 for $5, $5 for $5. Now they're like $2 for $5. I just bought a bunch when they were $4 for $5. Right? I gotta eat those fucking price of avocado, because come on, Trump, man, you don't know what you're doing, man. Step aside, Butch. Step aside. That's all I really want to say about that. So Trump capitulating on trade. He's Mr. Make a deal. Let's make a deal. We're gonna make a great deal. And I know you guys love Trump. People love Trump. You hate Trump. Whatever, fucking Trump. Just hold him to what he's supposed to do, right? You're supposed to. Your theory on immigration was build a wall. You're not getting no fucking wall because most people in America think it's a stupid idea that you enforce the law. No, I don't have any opinion of that. I think build a wall, and if it doesn't work, knock the wall down. No big deal, right? We wait, just waste another $5 billion. So what? But what about locking up Hillary? You're not locking up anybody. You didn't lock up a single person, right? You're going to drain the swamp, and what do you get? You get more swamp creatures. You get more war, more counterinsurgency wars. You hired Goldman Sachs to run the Treasury, you idiot. Steve Mnuchin. Right? Trade. He's a genius on trade. Fucking Trump, the fucking genius, man. He's such a fucking genius. Trump, he's such a fucking genius. Hey, Marcus Conti reporting.